To people providing public comment, when it is your turn to speak, either at the podium or on the phone, please state which of the agenda items you would like to speak to. You will have 1 minute per item, up to 3 minutes total, for the items open for public comment. We will tell you when your time is up. When speaking on the agenda items, you must be on topic. Our goal is to get through as many speakers as we can. If you are not on topic, or if we cannot tell whether you are on topic, you will get one brief warning from me or the president. At that point, you need to get immediately and clearly on topic. If you do not do so, or if you again stray off topic, you will forfeit the rest of your speaking time and we will move on to the next speaker. The items open for public comment are 12 through 21 and 22. Members of the public may also speak for up to 1 minute for general public comment, which will be held at the end of this meeting. During general public comment, members of the public may speak to any of the other items or anything else in the city's subject matter jurisdiction. For members of the public calling in, when it is your turn to speak, an automated message from Zoom will prompt you to press *6 to unmute yourself. If you do not do so, council staff will prompt you once more. At that point, you need to immediately unmute yourself, or unfortunately, you will forfeit your speaking time and we will have to move on to the next caller. Finally, because of a brief time delay between the live meeting and the broadcast, 2 things are important. First, while waiting for your turn to speak, please keep an ear to the phone so you know in real time when it is your turn to press *6 to unmute. Second, if you're listening to this meeting on another device, please turn down the volume on that device immediately when it is your turn to speak. Between the time delay and feedback, it will cause a great deal of confusion if you continue to listen on your other devices. Thank you.
So as I call your name, go ahead and make your way to the left-hand side of the chambers, and the sergeant will show you up to the podium. So we have only a few people who've signed up to speak today. So because we have a closed session, which may take a while as a courtesy to the speakers, I'm going to go ahead and take general public comment now as well. So please don't delay the meeting. Thank you. So I'm going to go ahead and call these names: Arnold Sachs, Evelyn Poton, Sean Murphy. Stop. Sean, okay, you know what? You're excluded from the meeting. Please leave, and leave quietly. Sean Murphy, Arnold Sachs, Evelyn Poton, Andrew Grabner, Lena Platt, and Stacy Segarra-Bollinger, please.
Good morning.
Good morning, Sean.
Yeah, good morning.
Which items would you like to speak to?
I'm not speaking on an item.
Okay, so you have 1 minute for general public comment.
We need to fix the sidewalks. Stunt car races this weekend in the Memorial Coliseum. My roommate's involved with it. We need to help the homeless. We need to open up more shelter. This rain is coming. This is not good for the homeless. What the hell are we doing about this?
Thank you, Sean. Next speaker, please.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
Alas, Council Rule 7 does apply to you, Paul. I'll speak to general comment and one of the items. I need to.
So the items that are available for public comment are 12 through 22.
Okay, so I'll speak on 2 of them.
Okay,
The
so you have 3
22
minutes,
and the other one.
So you have 3 minutes total. Please begin.
Okay. Yeah, sorry, I don't memorize the numbers. Paul's supposed to read them off from his computer. Let's see, we have item... Let's see, we have one motion. Okay, that's 21. That's a motion introduced by Kevin De Leon, the known racist. Shouldn't have anything on the council, on this agenda. He shouldn't even be on the council. It's So vote no on that. It looks like it's just adding funds to something that already happened. I don't know. Not sure what that is. Looks like 22 is related to the LA Alliance lawsuit. So that's been handled really poorly. House the unhoused people, give them services. All right, general comment. As said, you're still technically in violation of the rule because you had presentations before general public comment. So if we're really looking at it closely, it's hard to say that it's technically at the beginning, at or near the beginning of the meeting, but it's at least closer this time. I found it interesting. Monica was talking about how she, how when she was in high school, she, or whatever that was, that she was, involved in protests. That's interesting since it wasn't too long ago that Monica Rodriguez called Jason Reedy a terrorist after Kevin De Leon physically assaulted him, after when he was protesting Kevin De Leon. So yeah, just wanted to that out there in case anyone was still listening from that presentation, that Monica Rodriguez calls protesters terrorists now. So yeah.
Next speaker.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
All items, please, and general public comment.
So you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. And just for everybody who's waiting to speak, just for the record, items 12 through 20 are REAP items. So if you're looking for other items that are non-REAP items, that would be 21 and 22. So please begin.
Thank you. Well, let's talk about REAP for a minute. What is REAP? REAP stands for Rent Escrow Account Program. So for renters, when we sign a lease, this obligates us to pay a certain amount every month to our landlord in rent and obligates them to uphold a certain standard of living for their tenant. That means not having pests like roaches, ants, or rats, having functioning pipes and hot water, depending on your unit, a working refrigerator, heat, cooling stove, things of that nature. And when a landlord is in violation of their obligations, instead of the tenant having a reduced rent or not having to pay rent because their surroundings are uninhabitable and inhospitable and unhealthy, they still have to pay. They just have to put their money in a little account that the landlord can't touch until they've met abatement requirements. And then we get these motions, and it says this landlord did X, Y, and Z, and now we can close that account and give them the money that's in there. I find this really fascinating because being a landlord is one of the only professions, I guess you could say. It's not a real job, but when you don't fulfill your end of the bargain, you are out nothing. You only have to restore what you were supposed to have originally done, and then you are restituted in full. And that's not how that works for workers when we fall shy of our goals, or we're tardy at work, or we fail our obligations at work. That's not how it works for the general public when we commit petty crimes or misdemeanors or park our car in the wrong place. We don't have to just move our car. We have to pay the city $63 or more depending on the infraction, right? So it's interesting that that's how we do business with landlords as far as REAP goes. Now, item 22 is closed session, and I appreciate the President's willingness to hear general public comment before we go into that item. So I wanted to express my gratitude because I have to get to work today. And then 21 is a motion presented by Monica and Kevin regarding a celebration that took place last August. Now I'm just going to give them the benefit of the doubt and say they're just tying up loose ends regarding funding because that's how it looks. But again, who in their job has that much time to tie up loose ends? What kind of deadlines are these? And why are we entertaining motions from a racist? Monica? Paul? All right.
You have 1 minute for general. Oh.
Well, imagine an event on the steps in front of City Hall, and I can't help but to see, no, I can't help but to see a council member. And it's Nithya Raman laying down, playing dead. It's for the people killed by cars. It's nice, but what a shame, what a shame. The politician won't do more. I chimed in with a haven't you people ever heard of helping the goddamn poor? No, it's much better to do these kinds of things that present a photo opportunity. I chime in, haven't you people ever heard of helping the goddamn poor? No, especially during election season. We just want more photo opportunities. Shout out to Smoke and Scan, and a big fuck you to Kevin De Leon.
Next speaker. Good morning.
Good morning. Which items would you like to speak to?
I actually only want to give general comment, but
Okay.
I'm wondering if you might be able to give me a little extra time.
So for general public comment, we have to give everyone the same amount of time, so you have 1 minute.
Okay, I'll be brief. My name is Lena Platt. I represent the Schiller Institute on LaRouche, and I am here to report that after 100 days, the Republic of South Africa went to the world's highest court, the International Court of Justice, with a lawsuit against the State of Israel for genocide in Gaza. The State of Israel was enjoined by the World Court, and today at the United Nations Security Council, the Foreign Minister of Algeria will bring the findings of the International Court of Justice before the Security Council. I am here to ask the members of the Council respectfully and the President that you use your good offices to prevail on President Biden to go for a ceasefire and to contribute in any way that he can to resolve this situation, since I think that most of what is happening
Speaker, your
comes
time
from
has
the United
expired.
States.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, hi, DanielGust.substack.com. All items and general public comment.
Okay, so you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Please begin with the items first.
Yeah, I'm going to start with the closed session item because the city is right now violating the assurances and the issues at hand in this item, the LA Alliance for Human Rights. You are kicking homeless people out of a shelter throughout the city, including North Hollywood Park Recreation Center, which was intended, and you're using federal dollars, as far as I know, to house homeless people there and have 12-step groups there and have neighborhood council meetings there. And you have instructed, and the mayor has instructed, to mislead the public about who's staying there, which is actually recent border crossing migrants. Yes, they need care too. Yes, they need help too. But the city of Los Angeles is violating the very element of what this lawsuit is by misleading the public on these services, the LA Alliance for Human Rights. You are telling
So,
city
Mr. Gus, you've
employees-
used your 1 minute on item 22.
Okay, great. Then we're going to go to item 11. I believe item 11 was called, so I'll use that. You are
So
misappropriating.
item number 11 is not open for public comment. The items that are open are 12
Miss-
through 22.
Didn't Ms. Hernandez pull that? Item 11?
But it's not, the public hearing has already been held and it's been voted on.
Okay, if it hasn't changed, that's fine. DanielGust.substack.com. I have a story out as of Monday where the city is misleading. You can consider this my general public comment, I suppose.
Okay, general public comment.
Yeah, I'm starting my clock for 1 minute. You guys are lying to the public about homeless people who you're telling the public that homeless people are living in recreation and community meeting rooms, including but not limited to the North Hollywood Park Recreation Center or a senior center and the child care center there. And you have migrants from Venezuela, Haiti, Cuba, and elsewhere because they told me so when I visited there and other community centers in the city. You actually have undocumented migrants there. You are misleading the public. Mr. Krikorian, I'm doing a follow-up with James Comer, the House Oversight Committee, because the city could be in violation of what you promised you would be using these federal funds for. So I'm reaching out to the chair of the Budget and Finance Committee of the House of Representatives and James Comer. I believe the city is committing a federal crime by misappropriating these funds and misleading the public.
Mr. Guest, your time has expired.
Thank
Next
you.
Caller.
Next caller, please.
Yes, my name is Jason. I'm a smoke and scan viewer.
And which items would you like to speak on?
Which one of the items deal with getting shit stains out of brand new bed sheets, sir?
I'm sorry, that deal with what?
Deal with getting shit stains out of brand new bed sheets?
So I don't believe any of the items deal with that. So I'll give you 1 minute for general public comment.
Oh man. All right, thank you there, brother. Anyway, want to say what's up to my man Damon and the whole smoke and scan community there. We're having a good show today, as usual. My boy's hitting it out of the park there, and the meeting today has been okay, I guess. Should be a good rest of the week. The weekend is going to be kind of rough. I mean, we got the the Pro Bowl going on this weekend, but that's going to be just them running around, kind of playing grab ass, pulling for flags or whatever there. But shout out to my girl Stacy there. She did a thing today there. Y'all need to appreciate good music when you hear it there. My girl got it going on there. Grote, nice to see you back there, brother. I don't know what you got going up there on your forehead there. That you might as well just let it go, brother. Just buzz it off there. Some Asians look good with no head out, But anyway, y'all have a good day though.
Thank you.
Next caller, please.
Caller, which items would you like to speak on?
Your Lord and Savior.
Which items would you like?
Items and general public comment.
Right, so you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Please begin with the items.
Yes. Thank you, Pumpkinhead Animal. So, we have a lot of Kevin Lyon motions today. Yes, that's right, him again. So, what are we doing here? Free parking? What? And we should show this carefully to Imelda Padilla. How many parking spaces at $110 an hour, $110 a month?
So, Speaker, I can't tell which of the items you're speaking to. The items that are open for public comment are 12 through 22. So please stick to the items. This is your only warning.
All right, so Pumpkinhead's going to go gangster. Goat Puppet will do the same. Item number 12. Fuck number 12. Item number 13. I support conditionally as long as current price gets 20 more criminal charges. So noted. Item number 14. Fuck item number 14. Item number 15. Fuck item number 15. Item number 16. Fuck item number 16. You like this, Mr. Grote? I love it. Good. Item number 17. Fuck item number 17. Item number 18. As well, we will fuck it too. Item 19. Fuck item 19. Item number 20. Fuck item number 20. Item number 21. Fuck item number 21. Item number 22. Fuck item number 22. 23. Item number 23. I support. Gotcha, psych. Item number 24. Fuck item
Caller,
number
there is no
24.
item 23 or 24. So if you'd like to speak to the other
Go
items.
ahead and go to general public
Okay,
comment,
general
Mr.
public.
Spindler.
Yes, the Armenian criminal has spoken. And Goat Puppet made him stop putting public comment at the end of the meeting. Let's give Goat Puppet a hand. Very good. Thank you, Mr. Puppet. Yes, and since Kevin did not keep his promise, I now will support for CD 14, Wendy Carrillo. Well done. Yes. Your reasons? I like a woman that takes a drink, can loosen up and have a good time. Too many of you uptight bitches out there. Have a drink and relax. And maybe some of these people will get some satisfaction and won't look like Paul Martin Krikorian, who looks like...
Next speaker, please. Next speaker, please.
Caller.
Clarity on them as to what's going on. And Grote, I'm glad you got Favo there because I hope you've heard the love you've gotten while Tania has filled in as city attorney. Please, your city needs you. She can't follow what's going on, and it ends up turning into a
So,
shit show. And I
Mr.
think
Kwan, this
everybody's
doesn't sound like it's on the agenda. So would you like to move to general public comment?
I just want you to know you're appreciated. For my general public comment, last Friday we had a big old budget convo, and I appreciate Bob Blumenfield and Tim McCosker pushing for an open conversation as the full council acting. Krikorian doesn't seem to get it. He wanted it to just go back to committee. But I think you two understand how fucked up it is to decide that our 15-member LA City Council presiding over 2 million people doesn't matter, and 3 white boys get to run the show by themselves when it comes to big decisions like budget and personnel. Come on, man. And I also just want to know, those actions you took, our ethics commission can't hire 3 investigators now. You might not want to call this thing a hiring freeze, but you sure as hell froze their ability to hire 3 investigators. That's really weird for Staffer B to be voting on an item like that when he's being investigated by ethics. Really weird considering a bunch of your boys are going down left and right. You got one that's up in front of Jack Gascon next month. So let's make sure we get the ethics commission their ability to hire their fucking investigators that money
you.
has been
Time is
granted.
Thanks very much. Next speaker, please.
Items would you like to speak on?
Hi, all available in general and the closed item, please.
So you have 3 minutes for the items and 1 minute for general public comment. Please begin with the items first.
Thank you so much. Okay, so for number 6, I think this item is redundant. I found a council file 22-0928. It says request SLASA to release quarterly reports for 1 year following any place-based intervention in the city, with such reports detailing, it goes A, B, C, D, all the way to O. And so any place-based intervention, that should include inside safe, right? That's a place-based intervention. But I actually CPRA'd LASA on this council file for these reports, and they didn't have them, and they don't exist. I don't know. So yeah, that's an issue. But yeah, it just seems to me like this item is redundant. And if it was just like this one council file 22-0928, if they just listened to it and actually did the reports, there would be like this information would already exist. And there's another council file, CF 19-1020, to form a lived experience and advisory board for homelessness. Marquise Harris Dawson and Mike Bonin bought it in 2019, and it will expire this year if no action is taken. I wanted to talk for my general public comment.
General
LA
public
Family
comment?
Housing is evicting, just like last night, LA Family Housing in Council District 3. Not enough lifeboats, Bob Blumenfield's district. They just evicted somebody last night from the interim shelter motel on Reseda. And they just like they know it's raining. This person didn't commit a crime. There's no charges pressed against someone. They didn't do anything. But they just kicked them out to the street. And I just asked LA Family Housing if they are sticking to that decision because it's going to rain tonight. And they said, yeah, that's their decision. They're kicking him out. So this is like the second time this has happened in a week that I know of, and I'm just somebody that people call when this stuff happens because I listen to them. People need a committee, a body where they can raise these grievances, and we need a ceasefire motion immediately. Thank you.
Thank you. We'll take 5 more minutes of